Let's welcome our 4 experts in the field and give them a big round of applause. Here are Birgit Gocht, Marion Eigner, Manuel Grenacher, and Florian Probst. Welcome.
Yeah. Hi.
Welcome. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, also a warm welcome from my side. I'm very happy to be here and to talk a little bit about our startup initiative that we have within MindSphere. So, as you may already seen in our launch, we care a lot about the MindSphere ecosystem. With MindSphere, Siemens has set up an ideal platform for holistic IoT solutions. However, within Siemens, we're not able to do every and each solution in its own variety on our own. That's why we rely on our partner ecosystem. And as if you already might have seen, our partners already presented some really interesting apps in our launch. However, in all the ecosystem, it's not only the big partners that play an essential role. Each and every one of them is really or adds value to the ecosystem regardless of their size. So also creative developers or innovators or startups has their own essential role within that. And that's why we also pay a special attention on that to include startups within this ecosystem. And today we want to explain you a concrete use case of how an interaction of all those partners within this ecosystem can lead to a real benefit for MindSphere customers. So for that, I would really like to welcome Manuel Grenacher from Core Systems.
Hi.
Core System has a field service management platform and is scheduling over 150,000 technicians every day by enabling enterprises to work with crowd service. Also with me on stage, a warm welcome to Florian Probst from SAP.
Hello.
He's an IoT solution architect, and SAP is for MindSphere not only an infrastructure provider, but also makes some application, especially to support fast-paced application with rock-solid backend solutions. Mm-hmm. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for the invitation. Welcome.
And last but not least, I also want to welcome my colleague Birgit Gocht from Next47. Next47 is the Siemens entity for startups and cooperation on innovation.
Hello.
So, Florian, could you explain us a little bit about the use case that we brought today?
Yes, for sure. Thank you, Marion. Now, when we were interacting with customer recently, I frequently hear the requirement of zero downtime. Now, zero downtime is a wish we had as long as we are working with machines, obviously, but with the time of IoT, this wish is getting closer. And for that reason, Manuel and I decided to have a use case that will show you how we can proceed on that journey to zero downtime, or what we might call it, real-time service. Yep. So here you see a high-end marking solution. This kind of printer is used to print sell-by dates or expiration dates on food products. Very fast, very efficient. And you can imagine no food product can leave the factory without such a mark, obviously. So if this marker breaks down, or if, for example, the pump that transports the ink is failing, the whole production line stops. And this is where the customer comes with a wish of zero downtime. Our approach we want to present today is threefold. First, we use the capabilities of Siemens MindSphere to get the data from the machine, from the printer, into the cloud. And second, if we have the information in the cloud, we use SAP technology for predictive analytics to make sense of that data. First, we monitor the health of the machine, but more important, we predict when a service is needed. So SAP is providing with the sub-cloud platform the core services within MindSphere. For that reason, SAP is in a perfect situation to create and establish all kinds of connectivity towards existing backend systems. Now, in the third step, we want to have the right service technician at the right place at the right time. And here the service crowd comes into play.
Okay, so I got the first point. I know how to get data out of or to connect assets with MindSphere. And I know that a lot of manufacturers have SAP in their backends to have material handling, invoices, and so forth. But what is Service Cloud? Manuel, can you explain a little bit?
Good. Okay, let's explain crowd service. As we learned from Florian before, in this customer case, you may be so, they have 50,000 or customers out there, but only have 500 technicians, right? So how they can make a real-time field service? And we have a solution for that, and we call it crowd service. And as you can see here on the chart, we learn now with technologies, artificial intelligence, we can really read data and analyze the data and know, okay, we need in real time someone now to do the job. And of course, as a company, you can add your partners, but still you have a problem. How you bring the job down to a person in the field is really going on customer sides. And here, crowd service helps. So crowd service, our platform, helps you to first bring your own technician, your own people to the platform, so they can register with the skills and where they are, and they have a mobile app. But you also can bring the people from your partners, subcontractors, and maybe even you can add freelancers, that everyone that have a skill to provide a job for your machine and exchanging a filter or an equipment can sign up and you can approve and they can do the work. And with that you can increase your workforce, by 5 to even 10 times with zero fixed cost, because you only pay the service when they get the job. It's similar like an Uber model, right? And in the other case, when we go back to the case we showed you, so in this case, this customer has 500 technicians, but they have 700 partners. So if every partner has 10 employees, you can imagine this company would have a workforce of close to 10,000 people. And with that, you really are able to promote and make a real-time service experience.
Wow. So the steps to an end-to-end solution, how would it be?
Yeah. So after we learned how the service crowd works, I can explain the 3 simple steps. In the first place, we get, in our scenario, the high-pressure pump is monitored, is observed, and we detect that it urgently needs a replacement. And if such a needed replacement is detected, the SAP backend system can check whether this pump is still in the warehouse, whether I need to order it, how to ship it to the customer. These are very important steps to connect the OT world, sensing how the machine behaves, with the process data, how to really do the service. And in that second step, we bring this together. And obviously, knowing that the pump is broken, knowing that the spare part is available, first 2 steps, and then we get to the third step. We use the service crowd to find the suitable service technician. And having these 3 steps in place, we create a value for the customer.
Wow, though that means that with only 3 steps, I can provide a MindSphere customer a real-time service experience that will lead to 0 downtime.
Yeah, that's the idea.
This sounds impressive, but how would this really look like in a real case example?
So we prepared for you a little video that you can see how this really would look in the field, right? That you can imagine how this is in practice. Before I start the video, I need to show you a little bit some information around that. So this is could be the machine, and the machine then talks to MindSphere and again sends the alert. And then someone in the back office gets notified that something is happening, but everything works full automated in the background. So this person just oversees and has a nice overview that even your own employees, but also the people of your partners are working on that. And that SAP also sends out the pump in this case, so they have an overview. And the rest you will see then in the video, how the technician gets a task and is performing the task. So let's start it. So the machine, he will send out the notification to the system from MindSphere, and here you see in the fleet manager from MindSphere the alert, and the back office person gets notified from the customer something is happening, but they already see, okay, the pump was shipped to the customer, and SAP did the job, sent the pump by using, as an example, DHL, sending to the customer. So as a next step, there's automatically an activity done to exchange the pump on customer side. So you can see now from the crowd which person has the right skills to do that, and they are available, and automatically the job gets assigned to this person. So, and here you see the technician charming around with some girls here waiting. Is maybe not as busy as you see here, and then he gets interrupted by an SMS. So you have a new job. In the SMS, you see what he needs to do, and he gets a link to automatically download the app. So the app gets downloaded, and you can see here that the technician knows where he needs to go. So he sits in his car and drives, and then he clicks, okay, I'm now on the way. The customer gets an SMS, so my technician is arriving in 20 minutes. That's a very cool experience, like you ordered an Uber. So you know when the technician is arriving. So the technician shows up on the customer side, and he gets instruction from the mobile app what he needs to do, on which machine, and then say, okay, I'm on the right machine, and he clicks here to start to work. Okay, so he clicks to work, and then he gets all the instruction what he needs to do, fully offline available. So in this case, he needs to make a safety check-in, that he is good to make the job, then he gets the entire instruction how he exchanged his pump, right? So it's very simple. So everyone that has a tech know-how could do that. And also, sometimes they need to report data back that is then going back to ERP or to PLM, so that they have the feedback from the product that is running out there. Maybe they can improve. In the end, it's done, and we have a very happy customer because he had a really cool journey and a real-time service experience.
Wow. Now I have a better understanding of how this could look like. And actually, I think these kind of cooperation we really should promote, because I think by helping our partners to team up leads to the best solution for our customers, like really end-to-end solutions. And to promote and to support this kind of cooperation, we created the MindSphere Rocket Club, which is a startup program that we will launch in October. And why? Because we think by promoting this interaction, we can help our customers to boost their own innovation by giving them access to analytics capabilities and to disruptive business models. As well, like our partners as SAP, by this cooperation, we help to complete their own IoT offering, and being thus able to offer a holistic IoT solution set as well. And of course, we can help startups by giving them a platform to scale their solution globally and providing a strong interaction with customers that leads to real industrial use cases for them. So we at MindSphere, we truly believe that with this we can really have the best solutions, but we're not the expert in the startup ecosystem. That's why we asked our colleagues from Next 47 for support. So Birgit, I'm not sure if everyone knows Next 47 already, so could you give us a brief introduction?
Sure. So Next 47 was established to source external innovation into Siemens and to invest in and build the businesses that are relevant for Siemens today, but also for our core business in the future. We are part of the very broad innovation activities in Siemens, but our very particular role is to access external innovation ecosystems for Siemens and to make Siemens small for the startups in those ecosystems. So what does it mean to make Siemens small? It basically means we provide easy access to our industrial domain know-how and to our global customer base. So in this context, the Rocket Club startup program that we are developing with MindSphere fits perfectly into the Next 47 approach. For MindSphere, we will access innovation ecosystems, and we will select the best-in-class IoT and analytics startups. So we are really looking for startups that show a real potential for global traction and for customer impact for our industrial customers across several verticals. And of course, if we then select those best startups, we want to offer them a really good package to attract them to the platform. So we will do that by ensuring them a very easy access to the platform. They will get full technical support, just as the big partners of MindSphere. We will promote them actively with the ecosystem and with the customers, so really help them scale globally through the platform. And we're really happy that we can start this journey now with Core Systems and with some other startups that we will be selecting to test this out before we then really launch our large activities in October.
Okay.
And last point, we mentioned the ecosystems. So our advantage as Next 47 is that we are present in the main startup hotspots all around the world. So we will use this presence really to be close to the main players. We are close to the investors, to the multiplicators, and of course, close to the very best startups that we seek to attract to bring the best applications to MindSphere.
Thank you. So actually, I hope that this gave you a good example of what we are planning to do with the MindSphere Rocket Club and what we're aiming by saying we want to team up our partners in our ecosystem for the benefit of our MindSphere customers. So, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you also to our group here of entrepreneurs.